Hello and welcome to episode 269 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell and Canoop. Harv, like a couple hours ago, just said he's not doing it. So
I'm not doing it.
I'm not going to be there tonight. Oh, okay. So Harv's not here tonight. The script obviously is going to suffer as a result. He sent in what he had, and it does appear as though not only did he decide he wasn't coming, but he also just stopped cold turkey on the script for the boys. So
Might be better though.
It could be. We're flying a little bit naked now. Also, before we get into the episode too far, last week the power situation on our old USB interface went to shit, so we had to do the Zoom podcast.
Sucked.
Canoop wasn't here. Wasn't great. Nope. So now we got a new one. First time using it. It appears on my screen as though it's working. So we'll find out how loud or how quiet we are. I might have to adjust the dials just a little bit as we get through. But bear with us, because on this episode, we're going to recap the Wells Fargo Championship won by friend of the pod. I think like episode, I don't know, let's go with 125 guest.
No, it was later than that.
Wyndham
Because
Clark.
I was here.
You were on it?
Yeah, it was later than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Canoop was here. Whenever I think of Wyndham Clark, all I think about is how he wasn't afraid to actually say that guys pull out of events to keep their world golf ranking points.
Yeah.
So that's the main sticking point. So congratulations to him, his first career victory on the PGA Tour. We're going to recap that. We're going to get into the
Shortly,
news.
yeah.
Short. We're going to get into the news that Harv did prepare before he bailed. And then obviously our golf course finally opened. We got a chance to play as a group today, which was phenomenal. So we're going to recap that. Not the greatest round for the three of us. We played a 3-on-1 match and results to follow.
Yeah.
But before we get into all of that, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, plyrgolf.com. Use the promo code DRIVETHEGREEN for 20% off your order, including hats, head covers.
Yep.
Outerwear, not outerwear, but layering pieces.
Layering pieces, yes, that's correct. Everything but polos is basically
Yeah.
what's not on the
Sounds
website.
right.
So you can get all those. Use a promo code. A lot of good stuff. I'm glad that everyone's now getting to see what was on there. So excited about that. We're also members of Team Callaway. Paradigms out of the bag for the first time outdoors all year. They do not disappoint.
Nope. Except for
very
on
good.
15. Just, yeah.
Yeah, a
one
couple
more.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the greatest there, but Harv, if he was here, he would also say that they're great. So excited to use those. We're members of the Churchill family. I'm having a blonde today.
Same.
So are you guys.
Yep.
No mowers for us today, but saving them up for the rest of the week. Because this weekend is the Player Cup at Elbow. Plenty of mowers being drank there. So I'm sure those of you that listen to the show that are attending are very excited. We're excited to host our first joint Player Cup event with Chase at Player Golf. Very exciting things for us, and obviously we have our Labor Day Classic at the end of the year. So
Forecast looks okay, I think.
forecast looks getting better by the day.
It looks warm.
I think
after
it's
today.
like 20, 22 degrees. So, yeah, it's
Good.
going to be good.
Hopefully that wind fucks off.
I think that's it. I always think that we got 4, but we don't. We do have 4th sponsor. It's the Prairie Golf Society. Now that everything's open, the cart passes, I'm sure, are flying all over the place. Vouchers being used everywhere.
Yep.
Which is very exciting. Lots of towels out in circulation. So if you see a Prairie Golf Society towel on a bag, and maybe you don't even want the cart pass, you just want the towel, you can go on to prairiegolfsociety.com and get one. So
Yep.
I'm sure people, as they see them on the course, they're just like walk by. It's like the motorcyclers, right, on the highway. They always give the wave as they pass one another.
yeah, like
now,
the low
yeah,
wave.
The low, yeah.
So maybe
So it's the
that's the
same
thing we
thing.
get started. Prairie Golf
Yeah.
Society guys, if they see the
Signals,
towel,
yeah.
Just a
Just
little
low
maybe
wave.
hat tip, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
just nod.
Yeah.
That's really good, Coop. I like that.
Yep.
All right, let's get into our weeks. It's going to be a short pod because one less week to talk about. And honestly, not a lot in the tournament recap because
No.
guy didn't do
We've
it.
been promising short pod for a long time now.
Time,
Let's actually deliver tonight, boys. Let's do it. I'm tired.
I got a lot in the week, but
Because
You had your trip.
It seems like you or Harv have missed every
A
single
lot.
week. for this entire year. One of you has missed.
Every single.
constant 2-week
Add
recaps.
yourself in there.
Me, I
Yes.
haven't missed any. What? I missed one due to severe illness.
We've been here like 2 or 3 times, and you've been in the house.
Oh my God, 2 or
I
3.
think
It
it's
was
been
once. It was once. You guys are like,
But
in the
you're right.
teens each.
You are right that it does seem like we're just trading off one guy missing and then a 2-week recap. Luckily, Harv doesn't have to recap 2 weeks because he's not on a trip or anything. He's just not here tonight.
Yeah.
So you go first, Bro. Now I'll go second. Canoop
Okay.
and his crazy good golf trip can go third.
I haven't been doing a lot. I've been watching a lot of NHL playoffs.
Yes.
I mean, the Leafs. That's.
We'll get
I'm
to
not
that.
saying anything because it's not over yet. It's
Yes.
happened 4 times. It can happen again.
Can you imagine if it's the Leafs that come back one of these times
Oh
from
my
3-0?
God.
Not only would Canoop be sad puppy, but I don't
the whole
think
world would be insufferable.
Yeah.
in-
It would be
All the Leafs
awful.
fans, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be awful.
honestly worst case scenario.
They have to finish them
Yeah.
off in 4.
Sweep, please. And then they
'Cause,
all
yeah.
just like shut. Was it
Yeah.
really worth it to finally get to the second round and only get swept?
Yeah.
No. The answer is no.
No, not really,
You're right.
because their window is closing, as Harv would say.
Fast.
So yeah, I just been watching hockey, going to bed at 9:30. Kids ball started tonight, so that's going to be full go for
Next
the
couple months.
2 months here. So
It
probably
wasn't
not
as
gonna be
bad as
golfing
I
very
was
much.
kind of
As
expecting.
bad.
Not,
What did
I
you-
shouldn't say that, but sometimes you get a bunch of kids that really don't have much of an athletic bone in their body, and it's really, really, really painful.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad at all.
Well,
No, we're
tonight.
okay. We're young.
And
Like,
you do have
yeah.
a big spread in your kids' ages, so it's been a
Yep.
while since you've even had to, in your words, not mine, suffer through this
Yeah.
age group by
Yep.
the sounds of it. So
It's, yeah. Even my next oldest child, who is in the 7-8 age range, like it's not quite there for me. Like I just want to be able to see routine plays made. That's all I want.
Yeah.
In baseball, like
I
I don't care if none of them can hit. I just want them to be able to pick up a ground ball, throw to first base, and the first baseman to catch it.
Well, because it does
Like, that's-
speed up the game
Yes,
significantly.
just like makes it a game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for you, that never happens. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's it. Golf today. I don't know.
We doing birdie counts this year? We never really discussed it.
I guess we could.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Got to. Yep.
So yeah, we played 3-on-1. Our best score per hole against Canoop.
Who's
And
played 10 rounds this
We
year.
ended up tying his candy ass. So
He was 3 up on 12T,
He-
and we tied him.
Yeah.
he shit the bed down the stretch, but we also blew several holes.
Yeah, we should have whooped him for sure.
Our short games weren't very good at all. Mine
No.
was the worst of the 3, probably. Well, Harv, I don't know what he was doing, but
Yeah, I mean, I
Those
missed.
chips of his today.
he
I
was
don't know.
putting he was driving the ball very well.
Yeah, that's his game now.
Yeah,
Yes.
everything off the tee's
Yeah.
good, and yeah, he used to be a scrambler, make those long bogey putts, those long.
But he's just leaving everything out to the right with his wedges and stuff too. Hey,
Yeah,
short right. My irons were dialed today.
yeah, you played. Really
Everything
well
else sucked,
there. Yeah,
but some pretty good tee shots. I mean that driver is going to be a
Paradigm
hit
is
this
legit.
year.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. I
Nice
think
to
I
see it in
finished
action.
79, but
Yeah.
it was the greens were a little bit rough
Just
so far. So
Just that one birdie too. Hey,
just that one snuck one in on 17. Should have back to backed it though.
you definitely should have. Yeah.
What did you think of the greens after playing like Torrey Pines last week?
We'll get to it. I have a couple greens.
Okay, well,
stories.
I'll
but
go. My Churchill booze count was only 11, 229 and 127.
Oh
Two-
my
two-
lord,
229?
229?
Yeah,
That can't be right, is it?
that's right.
Oh no, I feel really
It was
bad.
11 more than last week. So
229.
Yeah.
Oh no.
the thing is I'm trying to go light. Like I'll go like 1, 0, 1, 2.
Yeah.
But then I'll always have like a 6 mixed in there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Thursday played pool with work friends, went to trivia after. It's 6. It's just
Yeah.
6.
yeah, you're out for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
yeah, it's 6.
Okay. Well, I'll go. Pretty much the same week as Bronell. Lots of hockey watching. My kids have been in the ball realm here for a little bit, so it's not quite the same. I'm kind of used to it now. I guess my daughter's officially started. She's had practices for a couple weeks. You guys had the rare no practices leading up to the season, which is interesting.
That's
But
pretty typical for that 5-6 age group, though.
I guess. But yeah, yeah. So that's everything. I was going to not have any booze this week, other than my dad's retirement party, which I had mentioned last week. Yeah, it went about as expected. It like off the rails expected. My brother came down from Calgary. Doesn't come down too often, so we had some friends over. Our friends. That's the thing with like retirement parties, weddings. Unfortunately, in some cases, funerals. You're just there to, you invite friends over just to share in this case, celebration or grief or whatever it is. And then next thing you know, you're at the bar and it's 3 a.m. So it went off the rails a little bit. I only had a couple other smatterings of booze. And today on the course, I was skunked. I missed I think a 3-footer for birdie on 9. That was a rough one.
It might have been 2.5 feet.
Yeah. And then luckily salvaged the birdie count with a chip in on 17.
Yes.
So Bronell and I both got our only birdies on 17. So I have one on the week. As for Churchill booze count, though, 17. 39 in, well, not 8 days, but technically in May, 39 booze count. 288.
Whew.
Yeah.
Like 60 ahead of you. That's something.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah. Wild. But I don't have anything. Oh, the tournament. You know what? I think I might. I might drive the van to the Player Cup
I'll
that we're
drive it.
taking.
There you go.
No, I'm gonna drive it. So then I might not have any this week.
But you can
Mother's
still
Day is
have
the
some.
next day,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So not too many people gonna be drinking too heavily. Well, for those guys that attend the tournament that aren't fathers, who have to celebrate Mother's Day, maybe.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally all I had. Kids sports.
I can't wait
Dominating.
till my kids are old enough that they can get their mom something on their own.
And it's not your.
And it's not my responsibility. I already told them, like, they're old enough now, 6 and 8 years old. Figure something out.
Here's a question for
They're
you.
not going to, but I told them that.
I assume you guys are fully in the camp of making cards as compared to buying cards.
My kids make
100%.
every single card, even
Yes.
like
I
birthday
still
parties
can't
they
believe.
go to.
I can't believe that cards are still a thing.
They're a huge ripoff.
I don't even know why people buy them, and we're like, we don't even
like
buy them for
$10.
weddings anymore.
It's crazy.
Put a note in there says, "Happy wedding from Matt." Throw $100 in there and move on.
The ones that I do buy,
What do
I
you
will
need a
just.
card for.
I'll just go to dollar store. They're like $1.50 or $2.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna buy one, it's gonna be from there. I'm not spending $10 or $12 on a card from.
Because how long
Shoppers.
do you keep a card after you get one for like your birthday?
5
A
days,
week?
maybe.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like, especially for a wedding, like they're gonna get 5 of the same card anyway. They're not even read. They'll read the
true.
name on it, who it's from, say that's a great gift, thank you, move on. Especially if it's money.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even bothering with the card? Just put your name on a sticky note on the cash in a envelope.
Normalize it.
Yep, exactly. Well, I'm trying to right now.
All right, Canoe.
There we go. All right. I guess 2 weeks, a week and a half. I really didn't do much outside of my trip. Packing. No, you guys don't need to hear about unpacking and packing, moving.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, it is what it is. You guys all know it sucks. Left last Saturday. Went down to Palm Springs. Immediately got in. We hopped in the vehicle, drove to LA. Harv's right. That place is a dump. We went and watched the Oiler game.
Well, I mean, you only saw probably what?
Well, downtown?
1/20th of LA? Or
Yeah,
1/50th of LA?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds probably right.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. But crypto
Crypto.com arena.
Crypto.com.
Yeah.
Place is fantastic.
Yeah.
It is so cool in there. Reminds me of Vegas. Just like, just nice, wide open. It's not super steep. It's a great place to watch a hockey game.
and what
sure
game was
basketball
that?
as well.
What was the score in that one?
5-4. Oilers
right.
scored late, like
really
3
good
minutes
game
left
you got to
in the
see.
third.
Yeah.
Really
Forgot
good
about that.
game.
Yeah.
So we actually stayed.
I didn't forget about it for 1 sec.
We stayed right downtown, actually right across from ESPN. So we were like half a block away from the stadium or arena, whatever you want to call it. Next morning, wake up, go get Starbucks, walk in there. Who do we see? Michael Wilbon.
Oh, yeah.
He must have just
from
got
ESPN, yeah.
He, I think he must have just got some surgery on his leg. He was wheeling with those little scooters that you put the knee on.
Yeah.
9:30 in the morning, he's scooting over. We go get 8:30. We go get our Starbucks, get back to the room. Boom, he's on TV already. So he was super close. Probably staying at the Ritz-Carlton, which was also right there. So
Yeah.
But get back in our vehicle, head back to Palm Springs, play the PGA Mountain Course, PGA West Mountain Course. We get there. They proceed to tell us that they killed the greens a week ago on purpose.
Yeah. In preparation for
reno, 6-month reno. So they said, okay, well, here's half price green fees. Good luck out there. They're running it. They say they're running at a 10. Like 10, whatever. It's like, yeah, they're dead. They're painted green, so they look green, but they're running at a 10. We get out there. There is no way in hell that they were running less than a 15.
Isn't that like pushing the max?
Yes. It was concrete. You could not hold a green whatsoever.
Our greens were dead today, and they were running at a 2.
I know. But
it might have been a 2.
Very cool course up kind of in the mountain range. So did that on the Sunday. Wake up the next morning, play stadium course. We ended up losing a guy. I might have told a little fib about seeing a snake, so he was running to try to find this thing, jumped off, rolled his ankle.
You and snakes, man.
Yep.
Big so we were
friends.
Down
Trolling
to 3.
people. Yeah.
Down to 3 the next day. But very, very cool course. So Pete Dye design, obviously. So very mind-fucky off the tee, right? Bunkers look like they're in play, but they're not. And just the lines just really mind screwing you.
Okay.
Awesome place. Barstool also had their tournament there that day. So
Barstool Classic, yeah, that was there. Yeah.
It was packed. $500.
No free ads, but we just got a couple, I guess.
$500 a person to play in that thing.
I think the one at Eagle's Nest is $1,000
For one
Oh
day?
no, it's $1,000 a team.
Yes.
That's right, $500 a
$500
person.
a
US,
person.
yeah.
For one day.
Yeah.
A one-day
One day
tournament.
tournament.
2-man scramble.
Uh,
Person scramble, I think.
So that was a lot of fun. Go back. We ended up heading into San Diego the next day. Went and watched Padres Reds. That stadium is amazing. If you're
Petco is
in that,
awesome.
yeah,
Petco,
if
yep.
you're in that area, they have, especially if you have kids and you want to bring them to the ballpark, they had a wiffle ball field out in, I guess, left field, which is where we were sitting. They have employees throwing balls to them. They're cycling everybody in. It was awesome. They have a big sand like castle place that you can make a bunch of castles and play with sand toys. And if you have kids, go if you have a chance.
Yep.
Wake up the next morning, play Torrey Pines.
Just keeps going.
It is what it is. It was amazing. That place was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I don't. It's long, tough. I had talked about the die course, obviously with that little bit of a mind fuck, walked off the tee, and some of those approach shots as well. Torrey Pines, complete opposite. Golf course is right there. Go and hit a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about the tees after, but the one thing that I was disappointed with was their bunkers. All right, we see them play them on TV, and they make it look so easy. The bunkers were not what I would have expected them to be from what we see on TV. I would say our bunkers are better than what we played at Torrey that day.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I don't know if they just don't. They probably put them in really good shape for the tournament, but maybe don't keep them that way. Obviously, it's a muni, so
That's like when we played
Makes it a little bit
TBC
different.
Toronto Osprey. I was like, what are these bunkers?
Yeah.
Those ones were terrible too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So obviously we weren't San Diego residents, so the green fees were a little bit more. We all know how cheap booze is in the United States of America.
Not at golf courses.
Not at golf courses. 8 vodkas, transfusions we got, $225.
What? $25 a drink?
Yes.
No way.
No, what are you in
100%.
Vegas at a nightclub?
no doubt. It was something else.
So did you charge it and not pay attention, and then got a $225 bill at the
Yeah,
end?
because I would have just said,
No,
nah.
we knew. We just said, hey, this is what we want. And then she goes, okay, time to pay.
$110. Oh no, you ordered
225.
8
Yeah.
all at once.
Yes, because we each got 2.
Right, and then and then after that, it's like, you know what? We're not going to drink for the rest of the round.
Yeah, I was like, we're probably
Yeah.
good.
$225 American too.
Yes.
Get
It
your,
was something.
get your pen out for the back 9. Yeah.
Holy,
Like that's
Oh.
$225. I
But
get it
yes,
in Vegas
what
in
was-
the middle of the night, but
so you requested to play the tips, but the tips weren't out.
I didn't even ask.
you're just going to do it
I
anyway.
was just going to do it anyways. So obviously, the first tee, you just play whatever tee, right?
Yeah.
The front one up,
Yeah.
and then move back. They didn't have the back tees out, but I ended up going back.
Yeah, because
as
it's
far as I could.
7,800 yards.
But they don't even play 7,800 on tour, right? They say like it's posted at 78, but they never play that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
77.
Well, probably not even.
It's
that.
the longest tour
Yes.
course.
It
Yes.
was like the front didn't seem too bad, but you get to the back 9, you have 10, which is a par 5. It was like
6 something.
620 for us. Made birdie, hit it on in 2 actually.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, which is
How?
insane. I don't know. I hit the best 3-wood of my life. And then I hit next hole 230 par 3 dead into the wind. And then a 515 par 4 dead into the wind.
Wow.
Yeah,
It
that's
was-
stupid.
It was so hard. But amazing. If you're in the area, I highly, highly, highly recommend going. But yeah, other than that, that's it. Got back. Nothing else. Played
That's it.
golf today. I did want to say one thing. I don't know if you have employees with your side gig and your other gig, kind of. You don't have any other employees, so I don't know if you guys have done reference checks for some of your employees.
Yeah.
But it's so lazy these days with the recruiters. I just get emails, hey, fill this form out for me. No, I don't want to spend 20 to 30
You
minutes.
call me.
Yes, call me if you want to actually figure out if this employee's any good.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here and spending half an hour filling out this fucking form for you.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't fill it out. I'd just be like, yeah, no.
No.
Pass.
I'm the exact same way.
I just
So-
thought of something.
Yeah.
You mentioned a
Thank you.
story that you wanted to tell about the trip, but then you said you're going to save it for the pod.
Can't remember.
Can't remember. I think it might have been the vodka story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's one to remember.
You
for
didn't
sure.
mention that in the group chat, so yeah.
Right. Speaking of ones to remember, you better say your booze counts, then I can say Wyndham Clark won the
Yeah.
Wells Fargo.
So I had 10 birdies this last week and a half.
How many today?
5 today.
Fuck.
So that gets me to 16 on the year. I
Oh, yeah.
did have 64 drinks the past week and a half.
Nice. 64. That's mid twos now?
29 beer of like 64. 29 of those were beer. So that gets me to 200 on the year.
Oh, wow. He's coming.
200.
He
Wow.
is coming.
I was very excited.
Harv had a week, too.
I was just going to say, Harv's not here to talk about his.
He
He's
did
going to
ha-
have 2
oh,
weeks.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck, I want to finish 4th so bad. It'll never happen, but
no, you know what? What happens if I did? Living my life and 4th?
4th.
There's no way.
You have a huge lead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
but I could just all of a sudden choose to live my life clean.
Yeah, you won't.
Doubtful. Doubtful.
That's
So
it.
that's it for me. Yeah,
Okay.
78 beer on the year, 200 drinks.
So obviously you weren't here for last week's recap. You probably didn't watch any of it.
I did actually listen to about 3/4 of it.
Okay, but did you watch any of Wells Fargo since
I
getting back?
did actually, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I thought, well, naturally, anytime a friend of the pod is in contention, you tend to gravitate a little bit more towards watching. So when it's Wyndham and Xander heading into Sunday, and then they obviously become tied at early on in the round, you're kind of glued and you have a rooting interest. So it was nice to see Wyndham all of a sudden go just full killer mode. There's lots of guys that have said that he's a very good player and he's due to break out, but you hear that a lot on tour. It's like,
Yeah,
these
there's-
guys are really good. They're due.
Yeah.
They're due. and then to see one of those guys actually come through, just nice. I mean, he's been grinding for quite a while.
I read a story about him putting more work into the fitness side of his kind of golf career, and it's really started to show here over the last year. So
Absolutely. Yep.
like there were a couple shots where he's getting like 191, 193 ball speed. That's insane.
So what you're saying
And-
is that it's golf is for athletes.
Yeah. You see the people out there now, they're all doing something. They're not just going to hit balls every day.
And I think he was up 3, or he might even been 4, with about 4 left.
It was 4.
He put it in that bunker on 15, I think. And it wasn't a very good lie. And there was that lip, and he just stepped up, put it on to like 15 feet left of the hole. Like,
Yeah.
just didn't make the mistakes that a non-winner sometimes does coming down the stretch, or often does,
Yeah, and
especially with the quality of players that were following him, right?
Yes.
I do think it's helped too that it seems like this year he's been sniffing it a lot more, so he's kind of becoming similar to Max Homa. You sniff it enough, you start to believe, hey, I'm meant to be here.
Yeah.
I think it's just you need to put yourself in that position. You hear about that lots. Just got to put myself in that position so that I can learn, and then it actually you break through. So
when I said that to you guys on Sunday, I said there's no way that Xander doesn't win this tournament. Down 2 heading into final day.
for that
Wyndham-
reason,
Yeah. Wyndham hasn't really been there before, so there's probably a good chance that he's not going to end up pulling us out.
And then
Xander
he
was the one that
he was
ended
actually
up
down
crumbling.
1
Yeah, early.
after
eh?
7, I think. Xander took the lead there.
Yeah.
So
it was good to see him.
Yep.
He was absolutely nails on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I found, just obviously that course hosted Ryder Cup. I couldn't. It's weird when you see some courses and they just you remember holes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I find Quail Hollow is like I don't remember any of those holes half the time other than like 18.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just
18's
weird.
yeah.
It's just
17's
weird
a
how
par 3 over the water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only
16's
reason
got the water all down the right too.
the only reason I remember 17 is
I
from
think, right.
JT's major win. From when
Oh
they
yeah,
hosted
that's
the-
right. Yeah,
The PGA.
Yeah, like it
just doesn't stick out as much as I feel. I almost feel like an idiot when I'm watching it.
It kind of gets dogged
Yeah.
on tour as being not a great course, but I quite like it actually. I got nothing wrong.
When you saw
don't
that,
Think there's
you
anything
could,
wrong
yeah,
with it.
you could see that with Rom and Scotty not playing this week, and
Yeah.
right, they decided that
this is the one they're taking off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is probably the first kind of dud elevated event that we've
Yep.
seen.
Yeah, it was a two horse race.
Yeah.
for the most part, all day Saturday,
And
Sunday.
well,
so
not a dud, but the other ones have been so good that
Yeah.
Yeah.
this one kind of
I'll agree with that. What other storylines did you guys pull out of this?
nothing. There's nothing else to talk about. We don't need to force anything.
Well, I'm
Don't
just,
go down the Harv road of forcing things.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly can't even really force anything out of there. We thought, Connor sniffed it for a bit.
Svensson was there for a little while too, if you want to talk Canadians.
you know who jinxed him? My dad.
Oh,
Same last name, I guess.
B Canoop.
No, G.
G. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking Bernhard.
Him and I were building furniture this week, and he just kept saying, "Oh, Svensson's playing so good."
Well, he made a
no.
quad.
Second right now.
He made a quad on 17, cost him a pile
A
of money.
pile of points and cash
Yeah.
and you name it. Yeah. Other than that, like Bronell said, it's kind of that first elevated event that didn't have the star power. I mean, obviously, you take top 2 players in the world out, it's gonna lose
still
a
it's
little star
like,
power.
If you still
but-
look at the top 10, there's still some good names up there.
Yeah, but it was
right?
nice
But
to see. This is exactly what they're saying, though. If elevated events, if the guys that are not normally associated with elevated events play well, you're going to get into more
Yep.
elevated events.
That's right.
Like, this is exactly what they're saying of when the new schedule came out for next year. It's like, yeah, but if you play well, you can play in these events.
Yep.
So Wyndham Clark, when that schedule first came out, maybe you think of him potentially as a bubble guy, and it's like, oh man, he's gonna lose starts now. Well, he played really well in an elevated event. Now he's gonna be in them for 2 years.
Yep.
Yep.
So
This course couldn't have been that hard. You see who finished third?
Tyrrell?
Harris English.
Oh,
finished
yeah.
third.
Yeah.
that's Pat and Kazire though.
Oh, was it?
You're
Oh,
thinking
fuck,
of
you're
Kazire,
right.
yeah. I mean, they look the same.
They do. I get
Same
those
dude.
two fucking mixed up all the time.
Wow, so we're just straight into Canadians, hey?
Oh, you just said Connors was T8.
Love it.
Svensson was T27. Possible dude wipes, maybe. Hadwin, Hughes, and Pendrith all missed the cut. Pendrith was under par on Thursday, was he not?
Yeah. You said he's Charlie Hoffman.
He's the new Charlie Hoffman. He
Certainly
stinks
up
from
there.
Friday to Sunday.
He's certainly up there a lot on Thursdays.
Yes.
A lot.
Lots of big names missed the cut this week.
It's kind of crazy that Harv picked the winner this week and then just didn't show up to the pod. Like, that's a good pick.
I mean, the good
I've been
news.
picking him all the time. I
I
would have
know.
picked him if I
would
hadn't sent
like
in
to
my
say-
picks last
Yeah,
week.
right.
I would like to say he sent you picks.
For this week?
We don't necessarily have to honor those picks.
No.
That's fair. Yeah.
No.
We don't.
He said he was coming to the pod tonight. Then he didn't honor it. So what's the difference?
And we
Same
honored
thing.
him by skipping most of the talking points for the tournament that he would have had.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's get straight into news then.
Oh, he's
Dude
got-
Wipes was Svensson.
He said he's got Ace's birthday shots the week, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, they're at the bottom of the second picture.
Oh, he sent 2 pictures.
Yeah.
I think he sent 3.
Oh, okay.
Aces. Miguel Angel Jimenez.
The Rooster made one. Yep. Probably buying all the drinks. One of our buddies at the home course here made an ace today, Michael North.
Yeah, congratulations, Mike.
Making an ace in your first round of the year
I'd quit.
is
For
something.
the year.
Yeah.
It was 18. It was the last hole of
Walk
the first
off
round of the
ace.
year. Just done for the year.
Yeah.
Go take up a new activity for the entire summer.
Yeah.
You peaked in your first round of the year. Nothing he does for the rest of this summer will compare to
Yeah.
that.
That's true.
Maybe he gets another one.
Yeah, now that he knows, I mean, you know this, Canoop, because you also have one. Once you get one, you kind of chase it. You chase that feeling one more time. So maybe I'm lying. I probably would play more potentially, chasing that feeling.
You guys. Shoebanker Sharma also made an ace,
He did.
and
yeah.
so did Mark Howard. So
Mhm.
Big week.
birthdays. I guess Rory had a birthday this week. Canoop. I don't know why you laughed at that. I posted Rory birthday
And you
in the
went,
chat.
LOL.
Yeah. What's funny about it?
Nothing. I don't know. Maybe it was the wrong spot. Maybe I had been drinking one of my 63 drinks.
Because
Or one of the 20. Maybe he had that $25 drink and he
Yeah.
just felt that he needed to be overly
There we go.
drunk.
yeah, because it was
Okay.
also Cam Young also. I think he's turned 26. He looks way older than 26.
Yeah, he does.
And then Brooks also had a birthday, and you didn't laugh at that one because he's your guy. So
I did laugh probably internally.
because you're both Panthers fans.
I bet you if Cam
what a
Young
loser.
shaved, he'd look 26.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
That's
the
true.
beard. It's a very well manicured beard.
I wonder if Brooksy's still yipping Ekblad at the home games.
Not anymore.
Doubtful.
One win away from these finals.
You could say that maybe Brooksy's responsible for
The
Ekblad turning
resurgence.
around his game.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's possible.
Yeah. Shots the week was that bunker shot that Wyndham hit
Yes.
down the stretch was mine.
14 or 15?
15, I think.
Yeah.
You
All
got
right.
one? Canoe?
No.
You got a dude wipes?
Yeah, I
Sven,
said
you said.
Svensson. You
Yeah.
stole it from me a little bit.
Kind of.
I mean,
Okay.
dude wipes. You could actually give dude wipes to Xander.
Oh, yeah, you easily
He got
could.
it
For
into a
sure.
tie with a guy that's never won before. A chance to step on his throat and couldn't do it.
And that seems to be, honestly, his MO recently. He's playing really good golf right now, but he has not been able to close any tournament.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's always kind of been the knock on him. He's won, the Olympics and a couple other tournaments, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
Here's a random other thought. Not golf related, nothing. Remember how last week I said we were having a surprise birthday party for my dad? I was worried that I'd ruined it. Didn't ruin it. Just thought of that.
Oh, I was
Okay,
going to
cool.
ask you when so you guys did end up having the party because he was sick.
Yeah, he was
Right.
very, very ill on Thursday. We thought the party was canceled, and then all of a sudden he woke up on Friday morning, texted me. I thought because he didn't work on. He's retired from his one job to help me in the summer, with the landscaping gig, and so he was like, "Yeah, I can't work on Thursday. I'm sick." And I go stop by his house to grab something. I go in just to check on him. He's like curled up in the fetal position on his bed, He's just like, I'm so cold. We're like, oh my, we're gonna have to cancel this party. The guy's laid up, and then the next morning at 8 a.m. I'm like, hey, I'm coming to grab the work truck, which you park at his house. He's like, no, I'm back. We're like, what? I'll meet you out at the sod farm. And then so we head out there, and he's just like, nothing ever happened. Like literally a 24-hour flu. Nothing happened. And man, he was excited about his party, so it was good. I'm glad.
That's good.
Let's get in the news.
All right, I'm just gonna go from the top down because
Top down.
I can barely read this.
And skip if you need to.
Okay, Jim Furyk, captain of the U.S. President's Cup team. So we got Furyk versus Weir in Montreal.
Deservedly so.
Kind of a good matchup there.
That'd be very good.
Very close resumes as well.
Yep.
PGA Tour.
Yeah. So
I've had this list of Ryder Cup potential players sitting in front of me for like 3 weeks now. I haven't brought it up. Do you guys want to talk about it or no? Don't need to.
Feels a little early. Yeah, feels a little early. But on the
Need Harv
President's
here
Cup,
for it.
on the President's Cup side of things, do we have any now that it's Furyk? Does he have any favorites that you think will just kind of as far as guys that he tends to gravitate towards that you think he might lean to? Or
No, I
do
don't
you
think
really?
I don't know.
Is it kind of just no matter who's in that position, they're picking the same guys?
I think he would have a ton of pressure from the USGA and PGA Tour to pick who they want. I don't know. Right? Like maybe he's a big DJ guy. We don't know.
Well,
right?
there's absolutely 10 locks on Team USA for President's Cup and Ryder Cup right now.
Yeah, like you.
And then the last two.
President's Cup is early to start locking them
I know,
guys in.
But well, you almost can.
Yeah. Too early to talk about. Sorry.
Yep.
We'll move on. Let's move on to the next
You
one.
don't want those 10 locks?
No, we're moving.
Everybody knows them,
We're
okay.
moving on.
Okay.
Everybody knows that.
One of the locks, Patrick Cantlay, new caddy, Joe LaCava. Just stole
So
him right from Tiger.
This makes a ton of sense. Tiger Woods is not playing. Like if you're Joe LaCava, sure you've made so much money that you probably don't need to, but if you generally enjoy caddying,
Oh, yeah.
you can't be happy with sitting around waiting for Tiger to play his 2 tournaments a year, one tournament a year. I actually think that Joe went to Tiger and said, "Hey, I just want to work. I want to do something."
Cantlay said he did not call Tiger to ask him if Joe could caddy for him.
Because Joe said to Tiger, I want to do something.
Yep.
Do you think if Tiger comes back, Joe will be back for every time
Yeah.
Tiger's back? Did
You
they
think
say
so?
that?
He said he'd wait as long as it takes for Tiger to come back.
Yeah. And I think Cantlay too would understand that. It's like, hey man, one of the fine print of our contract is I caddy for Tiger in any event that Tiger and you are in. Like
And then
if they're both in the same tournament, I'm caddying for Tiger.
Yeah.
Any other tournament, I'm yours.
Yep.
That's it.
That's fair.
And then who caddies for Cantlay those weeks? Corey Harvey.
Get that
Just
resume in.
randoms. Hey.
But if you're Cantlay, it could be a buddy. Like you probably don't even care in those tournaments. I mean, you care in those tournaments because they're probably majors.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just part of the deal. You'd have guys lining up for you that are on bags that aren't in those majors,
That's fair.
including Austin Johnson soon.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, speaking of Tiger, I guess more stuff came out about the sexual harassment.
Yeah,
this-
Harv would be all over
Mhm.
this, but I'm just gonna skim past it. But
I mean, everybody's probably saw it already. We don't need
yeah,
to
it's
talk about
more
it.
it's more along the lines of I think she's trying to get around the whole NDA stuff that is, and she's just like, no, this is outside of that. I'm allowed to talk about this, and she's trying to get outside of that, which I mean, probably rightfully so if it's into actual legal stuff or
'Cause
illegal acts.
What did she say? So she's trying to get out of it because she said that she was forced to sign an NDA or be fired from her job at his restaurant.
Oh, really?
Is what it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they had started their relationship dating, smashing. I don't know what you want
Fair,
to say.
yeah.
Smash and piss. or
Yeah, and then had said that she had to sign the NDA or she was going to get fired so they could continue their relationship, I guess. I don't know. Or not. I don't even know.
Isn't that like? I just find that weird that would be like a Tiger thing to do. Hey, you can be my girlfriend, but you got to sign this. I don't want to sign it. Okay, you're fired then. Like that
Yeah,
seems like the
I don't know.
weirdest.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's just, it just doesn't even make sense. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
I don't know.
okay. But if you're her too, it's like, okay, well, why? Yeah, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Next. I guess another relationship, golf
Oh, here we go.
relationship. Well,
Brooksy and Jenna pregnant.
Yeah. What's that guy going to be
Good
like as
for
a
them.
dad?
Maybe
I
he'll
bet
have
you
a
he's a
pylon.
great dad.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys like Brooks that dad life changes.
You know a lot of guys like Brooks.
Yeah, lots. No names. No names. They change.
Oh,
some
boy.
of those guys change as dads. That's all I could say.
You're right.
A lot
I
of
think
Moose
you are right.
Javians, yeah.
Mhm.
Another conflict this week was the Phil Colt Nost kind of Twitter battle.
Did they ever?
Yeah.
Phil and Colt went after it. I'm just gonna.
What was the
pull up some-
gist of it again? I don't remember.
I'll tell you here. Just 1 second.
'Cause I don't know either.
What?
I don't know either.
Oh, I do.
It was something
hold on.
about
It was my
world
point.
golf ranking related is what
Yeah,
it
I'm
was.
gonna find it here. Just hold on.
Oh, I know what it was. It was the Gooch, the USGA changing their qualifications to essentially exclude Gooch
Yeah.
after the fact that he had qualified already.
Had he qualified though?
He did, yeah, because he was in the he made it to the Tour Championship last year, and prior to them making this change, that had got him into that championship.
Right.
And then they had just changed it, whatever, this week. Now saying that they changed their qualifications. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a greasy move, but
But he's in the PGA Championship still, I think,
Yeah. Well.
somehow.
Yeah. So I'm just reading it back because
Yeah.
Because they didn't change
This-
it.
Phil kind of
No,
jumped in. They
he's
were
out.
talking.
No, he's in the PGA Championship.
Yeah, he's in one. And he got
Yeah.
removed from the other. Yeah.
The U.S. Open one. Yes, you're right.
And Colt basically came out because they were talking about why is he out, and Colt said, well, when you start a tour and you know that this is part of it, or when you join a tour and know it's part of it, why do you get to complain after the fact when you knew what you signed up for?
Yeah, I don't get it.
And because it's all the point of these guys signed up and they thought or were told, yeah, we'll get it, yeah, we'll
Yes.
get it, yeah, we'll get it, and then they didn't get it. And they're like, they can't come out and say, they told us we were going to get it. They're just trying to find. And then Phil came back and just basically saying, it's not our job. It's the world golf, official world golf rankings job to rank all of the players. And then, basically Colt, he's like, why did you never lobby for world ranking points from the start? Why did you not argue those points for when you played on the PGA Tour Championships? And then they kept going back and saying respectfully to each other. It was just hilarious. And so Phil's like, I'm in all the majors, so I didn't need to worry about that. And then Colt is just Colt was winning the battle, and then Phil made really good points back, and then Colt had everything lined up. Like you could tell he's been waiting for this to get into it.
Yeah.
And then Phil, they just basically went back and forth, and then it ended with Colt inviting Phil onto the Subpar podcast, and Phil just said, "Nah, I'm not. I don't want to do that."
That would be one of the most listened to podcasts in a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, and Colt, it did kind of end hilarious when Colt's was, "Oh, come on, Phil, you've never been shy before. I'm sure Greg would give you permission."
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good one.
All right, next.
All right, next. Yep. Speaking of the PGA Championship, friend of the pod, JJ Colleen got into the PGA Championship.
Yes.
He's also playing this week at
Yeah.
Byron Nelson.
Yeah.
So who's picking him? Not me. Not you.
He does hit a paradigm. So
Yeah.
He plays. He's
And plays it
he's
well.
the best. I love him.
Cali guy.
Next.
I don't know. Danielle Kang throws out opening pitch
Oh,
at the San Francisco
This was
Giants
actually
game.
good talking about.
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
a good
So
one.
I saw that she threw an absolute dart.
Did she?
Yeah, at opening pitch for the Giants game. So my question to you guys is, where are you going?
Mound.
Yeah, you're going right up to
Why
the rubber.
wouldn't you go to the mound?
Well, because they don't throw them.
Yeah, like she was-
93% of people are on the
Like
grass in front of the mound.
Yes.
But I think I think in some cases they don't let them go on the mound, but I've seen people throw it from the mound before. But I'm going on the mound no matter what, because then that way, if I happen to throw a bad pitch, I can just say, well, I went from the mound.
Yeah.
Because if you throw a bad pitch from the grass in front of the
You look
mound,
awful.
you don't have
That's
a
true.
reason.
Yeah.
Just go to the
Yeah.
mound.
Can you?
I also saw, did you see Bartolo Colon? So yesterday, I think it was the 7-year anniversary of his home run.
Oh yeah.
One home run, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. But he threw a terrible first pitch. He played in the big leagues for 20 years. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you kind of get a little bit nervous.
So are you going back?
I'm going mound. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'd go.
Yeah.
I'm getting it there. I'm probably throwing it high.
Yeah. Over.
Are you going
Yeah.
heat or are you going just to get it over? Like get me over.
You got to throw heat, or else you'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
If
do
you don't
agree.
throw it with some
Yep.
zip, you'll fuck
Yep.
it up.
I
Yeah.
do agree.
Yeah. I also saw, I wish someone, Twitter idea, had just a Twitter account of first pitches. 'Cause
That's a great idea.
I love watching first pitches.
Yeah.
And because I saw Zach Ertz and his girlfriend, I think it was, wife, maybe.
Yeah.
They
Wife.
threw out the opening pitch in Philly, I think it was. And his was horrible and hers was awesome. It was great to see. She can hang that over his head forever.
I think
But
she's
that
an
would be
athlete.
fun.
She's
That's
an
great.
athlete, I think, as well.
She is,
She's a
yes.
soccer
Yes,
player or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So it would be, that's a good Twitter account.
And now throwing out the first pitch, drive the green host, Matty Ballgame.
I might get one at the Miller Express. Miller Express this year. Who knows?
Please have the paramedics on standby to
Yeah.
pop his shoulder back in.
Yeah, I can throw out a first pitch, okay?
Okay, probably the last one because I
Last
don't know.
one.
I don't know if I'm going around the world. I might
Yes.
not do it. I don't want to do it. So,
You have to. You just but just like halftime of Harv, just say the winners. We move on.
Just-
Say, and then if the trophy's good,
he doesn't even have trophy stuff on here. So,
Okay.
the 7th match was announced.
Yes.
It sounds terrible. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce against Clay and Steph.
I think that's a good one.
For you love all 4 of those guys.
Yeah.
so.
And why can we switch it to the basketball game,
Oh,
please?
right.
Great call. I will not watch that. I don't care about that whatsoever.
My
No,
reply
one
was
iota.
this will be the first match since 2 that I've seen. Number 1 we watched. 2 was Tom and Peyton. Was that 2?
I don't know.
I
No,
wanna
it
say
was
that
still
3.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I didn't see 2. I saw a couple shots of Tom and Peyton, and I haven't seen one since. I didn't even watch the Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes one.
Mahomes has been in 2 now.
Yeah, he was in that Josh Allen one. I will say this: franchise quarterback, my guy, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Some of the stuff that he does, he's just weird to me. Maybe it's his. I don't. I mean, I'm not judging like looks or anything, but like his general stance and how he leans into people in pictures. His knees are weird.
Did he bail
brothers
his
are-
He's like got double jointed knees or whatever.
His
where
brother's
they kinda lock
arrested.
when
Did
he
he
walks.
bail his brother out of jail?
Oh
or?
man, that guy's nothing would be better than Jackson Mahomes going to jail.
Okay, so Tiger Phil won Champions for Charity, which was Brady, Peyton Manning,
2, yeah.
and Mickelson. Yep, that's right. And
What's
then
3?
3 was.
Do we need to know
Curry.
all 7 right
Yeah,
now?
I need to know him. Need to. So do the listeners.
What?
Curry was in 3. That's just say a
Barkley?
name.
Bert
Barkley
No.
Curry.
Manning.
He didn't play.
Ooh, I did see a couple of that was in Arizona.
and
I think.
Mickelson. Yeah,
Barkley
Mickelson
never
was
played.
partnered with Charles Barkley.
Yes, in Arizona.
really?
And then Manning, Curry. Yeah, were the other team. Match 4 was.
I don't remember that one at all.
I remember that one.
Rogers and Bryson.
Did not see that one. Brooks.
How were the other 2? Oh, Mickelson, Brady were the other ones, and then Bryson Brooks was 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
You want
This
the
is
6?
7. Yeah, what's 6?
Brady, Rogers, Allen, Mahomes,
Yeah, that's the one.
and then this new one is 7.
Yeah, I haven't watched one since
Or
2.
So
I
many
watched.
NFL guys.
I watched a
Yeah.
little bit on through Twitter videos of the Barkley one.
Yeah.
Because that
And
was
they won't-
that was in like Phoenix.
and they won't invite Big Ben because he's a fucking stick.
I think there's another reason.
I think there's another
No,
reason
there's-
why they don't.
No, there's no other
Something
reason.
about Stu. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why that when he
All
said
right,
he's
around
a
the world.
stick,
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought there's something going.
Corn Ferry Tour,
Corn Ferry Tour.
no tourney.
Check.
Wow. Nice.
Champions
Easy.
Tour, the Mitsubishi Electric
Stephen Ames,
Classic,
we gotta talk
won
about
by
him.
Stephen Ames.
Friend of the pod.
Bronze golf ball trophy is what he has written down. So.
Does that mean it's a good one? Or
He
a
also
bad
wrote down, no Alker, does it even count?
one?
Stephen Alker
Oh,
didn't
he wasn't
play,
in
so.
it. And Steven Ulker won last week, right? Back-to-back weeks of Steven with their kids on the bag. I saw a tweet of today.
Yeah. Fun fact, I found out Stephen Ames won right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, that is a very fun fact.
An
because
embarrassing
Steven
fact.
Ames is putting together a hell of a Champions Tour career.
Yes,
You're
he
the
is.
Canadian guy
I know.
for this pod.
I know.
Like the Canadian guy.
Oof.
It's literally your only job for podcasts is Canadians.
A little bit more.
Well, except for when Harv takes the option.
But
You're
yeah,
the-
congrats to
you're the
Steven.
script guy.
LPGA, was it a team event?
Yeah, there was like some.
The Hanwha Life Plus International.
There were 4-man or 4-lady teams, countries.
Thailand won, I think.
Yes, they did.
Beat Australia in the final. So he wrote down nice trophy for a team event.
Good for him.
Good to get his mark on this.
And then his boy took down the title on the DP World Tour, Adrian Meronk.
yes.
That guy's been
Two-time
playing
winner
well.
this year.
He's on my bubble list for Team Europe. I think
He
he's
might be on it now. Yeah.
He has to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't win twice on.
Fuck, I want to talk about the Ryder Cup teams.
He's
Next
won-
week.
All right.
What a year to win twice.
Yeah.
So
Playing your way on.
Yep.
All right,
the
next.
Bullet was 9th and Aaron Cockrell was 16th. So that's it.
that's it. Straight into
Pick recap.
pick recap and Byron Nelson picks.
Harv won the week.
Won the week, picked the winner, not here.
You forgot the other little news nugget.
Oh, what's the other-
Silverman and Cockrell into Canadian Open.
You did forget that.
It wasn't on here. I think we talked about
Oh.
it last week.
It was just announced this week. So
Mm.
Speaking of which, that is sneaking up in a hurry.
it
Canadian
is
Open?
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. Everything
less
is.
than a month.
I guess I should find a place to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harv won the week and picked the winner, so he has 13 points now. He's actually into second place. Matty B's got 16 in first, Harv 13, me and Canute both have 12.
Wow.
Because I
Tight.
lost that point.
What a tight
I
year.
certainly am not giving him Tony Finau or John Rahm anymore.
Where did KH Lee
I don't
finish
know.
after I gave him to you?
Yeah.
And he was way up there.
He finished 8th,
Oof.
but Pendrith fucked me. Clark first, Jaeger 27th, Kuchar 23rd for a 17 average for Harv. Matty B was second, Ricky 14th, who also moved into the top 50 in the world.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know who else is top 50? Matt Kuchar. How the fuck does that happen?
He's hanging around. He finished 23rd this week. Hanging.
How about we don't? That's one thing that we skipped in the recap. Like Ricky Fowler's kind of back,
He hasn't done anything, but
Yeah,
he's back.
But he's
he
back.
He's making
Yeah.
cuts.
making cuts, top 50 in the world again.
He completely changed his swing.
Yeah, but he's. We were talking about him not making top 50 to make majors again.
Yeah.
Keeps going like this. He's in the majors again.
Who gave Matty B Harris English? Because he finished 3rd. So that must
probably
have been,
you.
Must have been Harv.
Probably you.
Don't
No.
recall.
Knowing how you pick,
No, I gave
Don't
him.
recall. Did you call in for
I
that?
gave him Kuchar.
No, skipped.
I gave Harv Kuchar. I was 3rd. I had Keith Mitchell 59th. I don't know what happened to him. I think he stunk on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Pendrith 69th, miscut, and KH Lee 8th for a 45 average. Knoop was dead last. Tough picks when you don't show up to the pod, I guess. Norlander was 47th. Sepp miscut, and Deneen miscut.
Yeah.
62 average.
So
Hey,
that is
show
one
up to the
one
pod.
thing to keep in mind is if we decide to not honor Harv's picks, I will officially never miss a pod again.
He sent me a list of 8 guys, so I could just pick any of those 8 guys.
It's a good point.
Or do
They're
I?
not in order. by
Well,
any
he
means.
does have numbers beside.
Oh, he
them.
does.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
But maybe those numbers are the weights. Maybe
Or-
maybe 7 means that's,
Yeah. Or you just tell us the list and we go from there. Nothing against sharing said list.
Well, I mean, if you want those
Right?
guys, you can
Yep,
want those
right.
guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have a preview for this?
I do
event?
actually. Yep.
Oh.
We have AT&T Byron Nelson coming up this weekend. McKinney, Texas at TPC Craig Ranch. Par
right.
72, playing 7,414 yards. KH Lee, two-time defending champion here after winning back-to-back. Looking to go back-to-back-to-back. He would be the ninth man to have won an event 3 straight years. 7 of them are all in the Hall of Fame. So if he can do it this week, it's pretty good
Future
company.
Hall of Famer.
Pretty good company.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah,
Well, I
all
mean,
signs,
that's a
all-
3-time winner
yes,
on the PGA
all
Tour.
signs pointing.
Yeah.
Are these
there.
his only 2 victories career?
I believe
Gotta
so.
be.
Yes. Aaron Wise returns this week after a brief absence
To work on
to his
himself.
mental health,
Yep.
Right.
which is great. That's good for him. Sebastian Munoz holds the course record here with a 60 last year. 12 of the top 50 and 28 of the top 100 in the world are playing this week, with Scotty Scheffler headlining the field, obviously after skipping last week's elevated event. Loves those Texas. All those Texas guys are playing, except for
Ryan
Jordan
Palmer.
Spieth. WD today,
Wrist injury. Yeah.
So he had complained a couple weeks ago about him playing too much. And then obviously now with WDing today with a little bit of an injury. So we'll see what that looks like here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. Oh, and Live Tulsa this week. Taylor Gooch is home, looking to go back to back to back. Nobody's in the Hall of Fame yet. But you never know. Now,
Okay.
Are they going to destroy that course like they did Adelaide, or
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
gonna dig
that's
into
gives
that.
the news, eh?
I'm gonna dig into that a little bit more.
6
Find out.
months apparently
But
worth
that's
of damage?
outrageous.
Okay. So Harv's first.
Can Harv give me Scotty Scheffler first off?
He didn't put a list of gives on there, did he?
He actually said, I assume you guys will collude for my inside the top 50 giving.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we can decide right now who we're giving.
I mean,
Harv.
I'm in last place, so you should probably
No,
give me
we're
someone
tied
good.
for last.
tied. Yep.
Yeah, but you got to that point number first.
No,
and
no,
I
no.
got
Retrogression
second.
you're talking?
Yeah.
So who are we Who
count
are we
back.
giving to Harv? Seamus Power?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Hold
probably
on.
going to have to be. Or Kuchar again, but he's playing well.
Yeah, he isn't playing.
Yeah, I
bad.
think it's got to be Seamus.
I mean, Jason Day missed the cut last week.
Tom
Could be
Hoagie, maybe?
but nah, I don't know. He can play well.
Hoagie's more of like a early
What
season
about-
guy.
I kind of love Tom Kim for myself. When you guys
So
give me
Harv's,
Tom Kim?
Harv's number 1 pick on here is Min Woo Lee. Does anybody want him? Or should we just let him
No,
have
yeah,
him?
We'll move on. We just got to decide who we're giving Harv, so then we can give each other not that guy.
Well, we're giving him Seamus Power,
Okay,
I
perfect.
think.
Should we do that?
But not yet.
Why
I know,
not?
I know. No,
Yeah.
we're not yet.
It's his
We'll give
pick.
him last. It's
Yeah.
Harv's pick.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
get you.
last pick.
You can have Min Woo Lee, I think.
Okay, well, what? Oh, I guess he did send in picks. Okay.
You didn't.
W. Lee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Mav McNeely.
Okay.
Maverick.
Is Palmer playing?
Yes.
Is he good lately?
No idea. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
'Kay.
I'll take him.
Mav?
No, Palmer.
Or sorry,
I have
Palmer.
Maverick. Yep. Okay. Back
I'm
to Canoe.
going to take Scootsy. Scooter. Scott Stallings.
Okay. Good pick. So back to Harv.
Yeah.
His next guy on here is Steven Yeager.
I wanted him next.
Okay, well, his next one's Will Gordon after that. Davis Riley, Higo, Bezwiedenhout, Ben Ann, and JJ Spawn are all those guys.
I wanted Griffin, so he could go to the next one.
Griffin's not
Ben
on here.
Griffin. Didn't you just say Ben
Ben
Griffin?
Ann.
Oh, Ben Ann.
Yeah.
Oh, I do not want Ben Ann.
So his next guy's Jaeger.
You can give him Will Gordon instead.
No. What's the bottom of his list?
Spawn and Ann.
Yeah, Will Gordon and Steven Yeager on here are neck and neck. He gets Gordon, I get Yeager.
Well, we're being nice to him, I guess, hey?
Gordon.
Well, I took 2 and he got 3.
Are you taking Jaeger right now too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he gets Gordon, I get Jaeger.
'Kay.
For the record, my other choice was going to be Adam Hadwin. Because then we'll be into...
Hadwin's not playing.
He's on the list.
He's on
he
the
is
list.
in the field.
He
or
is.
was in the field. I don't. He might, unless he
But anyway,
withdrew.
He's not in. He's not playing
okay.
For sure.
I'm not looking at DraftKings right
because there's only 3 Canadians playing, and one of them is Roger Sloan.
Hadwin is in
now.
the
We didn't
field.
talk about Roger Sloan playing?
I was about to bring
How
it
did
up.
Raj get into this?
Gliggs,
Love it.
Hughes, and Sloan are the 3 guys playing.
Hadwin is in the field.
He's not.
Yes,
He's
he
not
is.
on the list.
What list are you looking at?
Just hold on.
Sports Illustrated.
I'm about
Field.
to tell you. DraftKings knows all. DraftKings knows all.
He's on our PGA Tour field list. So he was in Friday at the very least, unless he's withdrew since.
Hadwin is still on DraftKings. He's in.
Okay.
Interesting.
Roger, what it do, baby? Oh, my.
He is on there, yep.
Okay.
So who's taking him?
Who?
kinda wanted to-
Hadwin?
No, I just said I thought about taking Hadwin. I have Jaeger and Harv has Gordon.
Can we backtrack and give Sloan to Harv?
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Like we can't not pick.
No, we already picked Harv's top guy, I thought. Oh, no. That's the last guy we decided. Power.
No, but we can always go back and edit Gordon.
No, I don't want
and-
to jinx Raj by giving him to Harv.
All right.
Bad juju.
he's already been jinxed.
By talking about him a
Yeah.
lot.
I'll take Hadwin then.
Okay.
If he withdraws, then I'll figure it out.
You won't.
Fuck, the Lakers are probably going to win this game.
They might come
Sure
back and
so.
win it. Yep.
The guy was really good for me at the beginning of the year. He's kind of sucked lately. Taylor Montgomery.
Taylor Montgomery.
Actually, yeah, okay.
He's been
'Kay.
bad lately.
So now it's Harv to pick for someone.
Yeah, so how's that going to work?
Okay, before he goes, can I switch?
To who? Not off of Taylor Montgomery. You just
No.
picked him.
Well, that's what I know, but that's what I was gonna say.
What do you know?
Brandon Wu is where I was gonna go.
No, I don't.
He's
I don't.
double the odds.
I think a card played is a card
Cards
laid.
play-
All right,
yeah.
hey,
You can
that's
say
fine.
that you wanted Brandon Wu like I did,
okay,
but you can't have him.
fair.
So now Harv has to pick for one of us. I think it's only fair that since I am in first, I'm going to take one for the team here, and Harv has to give me...
Hoagie.
If you say KH Lee, you're fucked in the head.
I was going to say Matt Kuchar.
Tom Hoagie is the worst of the bunch.
I'll take
Odds
Tom.
wise.
Odds-wise, him and Power are the worst, yeah.
Okay, I'll take Hoagie then.
All right.
Okay, so Harv's giving Matty B Hoagie.
And
You're
then
giving Harv.
I'm-
You're giving Harv Power, and then me and Canoop will just
Right,
pick for each
that
other.
works. That makes sense. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Canoop, you can have Tom Hoagie.
No, he's got Hoagie. What are you talking about?
Oh. You're getting Kuchar then.
Okay.
Give me KH Lee. He's not going to go back to back to back.
No.
Or give me Scott or Day. Or Matsu.
That's actually where I'm leaning. Again.
He did well for me last time you gave him to me.
He did okay.
He's top 10.
Mm,
He was.
maybe he was,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
I feel like this pick segment has gone on forever.
Siwoo Kim.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Forgot him there. All right.
That's it.
Sorry, who did I get?
Cooch.
Oh, yeah.
Who did you get?
Siwoo.
I hate
Nice.
that guy.
All right. You guys got anything else? I've been watching this screen the whole time. It looks like we recorded well. So,
You got a
Here's
best
hoping.
bet or no?
oh shit!
Anybody?
Best bets.
Forgot about those little guys.
I 100%.
The boost is Scheffler to win by 3 strokes or more. That might not be
What are
bad.
those odds?
Because
900.
it's up. It's boosted to 10. Yeah.
I was just going to say my best bet would be Scotty to win this tournament. But it's
He's 4.75. Yeah.
plus 400.
Holy.
Yeah.
I think we pick. I don't love outrights. I love let's create on the fly a fun little top finish.
Apparently, Harv.
Parlay.
Apparently, Harv's matchup picks for last week that
Won.
we didn't end up
Yeah.
using won.
Yeah.
But I didn't even.
Don't know what
I didn't
they were.
audit it
Yeah.
or anything.
How
Yeah,
many matchups?
I think it was just 2.
Mm.
It was like plus 300 or something. But let's put a little top 20 parlay together. Of the top guys in the tournament, let's pick 3 that we think will finish top 20. Or
Okay.
hell,
Each
even
pick
top
one.
30.
I like that.
Top
Yeah.
30.
Each of us pick one.
A
and
3-man top 30
3 or
parlay.
4 maybe for top 30.
No, just the 3 of us. We're going to build it right now.
We each pick one.
Top 30.
'Kay.
I think Hideki Matsuyama's top 30 this week.
Should be.
Okay.
I will pick Matt Kuchar.
You can't pick Scheffler because he's 1.18.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't.
It's useless.
Okay.
Kuchar, you think's 30?
So top 30, Kuchar, Matsu, and
Let's go McNeely.
Mav.
Just add a little bit of juice to it.
Juice.
Plus 638.
Cash it.
Throw it down.
We have Kuchar, Matsu.
And McNeely. Top 30 parlay. Plus 638. For the win.
When are we playing golf next? Does anybody have another round scheduled?
Nope.
I might not
a
play.
one.
Plus
638.
638.
I might not play for another 10 days. I don't know.
I don't know. I
I
might play Friday.
I think that I'm going to play Saturday morning in Fargo. I
Yeah,
think.
you got a tournament in
right.
the States. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, nothing. Nothing. I got kids, sports starting tomorrow every night this week.
And then Elbow Player Cup.
Oh, your other kid. Tomorrow.
And
I
not
have
playing
nothing
Sunday. That's Mother's
I
Day.
have nothing tomorrow. I think I'm taking my kids maybe tomorrow night. So
Oh, so tomorrow is your answer. I might play Friday in Fargo, but also tomorrow.
well, it depends. I don't know what it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So
You
who
won't be
knows?
playing 18 though,
Yeah.
or anything like that.
No, it'll be like 8 holes.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
I can't wait to go up and just like fart around in some evenings and like hit bunker shots and
Once the green
hit wedges
Yeah.
from 100 yards.
Once the conditions improve significantly.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Fantastic.
Well, we thought it was going to be short and it's regular length.
I can't.
really?
We can't get it any short. We didn't even recap the tournament.
Well,
Is
you
that
guys just go
108?
on and on.
That's not bad.
You
110.
guys just go on and on. Well,
Yeah.
you know what it was? His 2-week
Yeah.
recap.
Yeah.
So, you guys got anything else?
That's it.
Go
That's it.
Vegas.
Go Vegas.
Go Panthers.
Sorry, Oilers fans.
Until next week, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.